Hey guys, so I'm here to talk to you about Austin Reaves. The hell of a year that Austin Reaves is having. I think he's doing extremely well. I know he's been down these last few games. His production has slowed down a little bit. He looks a little tired. I know that LeBron has been dealing with some ankle issues and also rest management. And then also too, Luka just had a second child, so he was out for a few games. So Reaves had to really carry the load, and it showed. Right, his production numbers showed. But yeah, now he's kind of slowed down a bit. LeBron's back into the mix. He can't, Reeves can't hold the ball 24/7, right? While Luka and LeBron are back. So his numbers have taken a little bit of a dip recently. But man, what a start of a year this guy has had. I mean, I'm really impressed with what he's done. I'm not just saying that as a Laker fan, I'm saying that as a business person too. I'm going to go into that later. I want to talk to the basketball junkies, the basketball heads about what I've been seeing. And man, I talked about this in another video that I posted recently, but the year he's having. But if you notice the year, like what's really happened this year, why is he doing so well? It's in the stats. That tells the story. That paints the pictures. If you look at Reeves' stats, you can see how much he's been ascending in his career trajectory right now. So if you look at his stats, I like I said, I think I went over this with a video in the past, but look at his stats. 3 points made, yeah, it's gone up, right? From 1.3 as a second year sophomore to 2.8. His 3-point attempts have gone up big time. But look at the percentages. His second year with the Lakers, he was at almost at 40%, 0.398, right? He went down to 0.367, 0.377, but that's all amongst the same range. This year he's at 0.369. Yeah, he had a great banner year in year two, but man, but here's the kicker though. Look how many more attempts he's taking. So yeah, he was averaging almost 40% a clip when it comes to three-point shooting in 2022, 2023. But he was averaging 1.3 three-pointers made per game to 3.4 attempts per game. Now he's making 2.8, which is almost two three-point shots more, and he's shooting way more. So his percentage has dipped a little bit. I think it's still pretty high when we're talking about Austin Reaves. I think it's a pretty good percentage at 0.369. We'll call it 0.370. Last year he was at 0.377. Then the year before that, 0.367. But look at that. Last year started taking a lot more attempts. He went from 2.7 his rookie year to 3.4, 5.1, and now it's ballooned in the last 2 years to 7.3, 7.6. Why do you think it's ballooned so much? Yes, I know in 2023, 2024, he jumped up from 3.4 to 5.1, which is almost 2 attempts more. But look at 7.3 and 7.6. Why so much more? And why is this percentage still the same? That's the story I'm trying to show you is why is this percentage still the same? Is it because their head coach is a sharpshooter? JJ Redick, who was known for three-pointers made? He was a three-point specialist. Could that be why? Did he see that Reaves was a good three-point shooter and he can make him an incredible three-point shooter? Look at his field goal percentage. His field goal percentage was at .529 his second year in the NBA. Then he went to 486, 460, and now it's at .503. So his field goal percentage has jumped up. He was shooting way less his sophomore season, shooting way less. Now he's shooting way more, and he's at .503, 50% for a two guard, sometimes point guard, sometimes a small forward. But look at that. Could it be JJ Redick? Could it be that JJ has given him more confidence on his 3-point shot, which is why it's ballooned in the last 2 years? And you're probably going to say, yeah, I wouldn't say it's ballooned. In NBA terms, it's ballooned. To shoot almost 8 3-pointers per game, that's ballooned. 5, I get it. You're a starter, blah, blah, blah. But 8, 7.6, I mean, that's pretty much 8, right? If we're rounding up. Here's another story. So we talk about JJ Redick, 3-point specialist. Did he give confidence to Austin? Okay, now let's look at his 2-point percentage, right? His 2-pointers. We went over his field goal percentage, but look at his 2-pointers. 2.5 attempts his rookie year. Jumps up to 4.3, 6.3, 6.9, and this year it's at 9.2. So last year we saw his 3-pointers go up. That could be JJ, right? Now his 2-point attempts have gone up to 9.2. That's significant. That's 2 more shots a game. He already has 2 more shots a game compared to 2023, 2024. His last 2 years, he has 2 more 3-pointers per made. And now from 9.2 to 6, from 6.3 to 9.2 since JJ came on board, he's jumped up 3 2-pointers per game. So that's about 5 shots per game more, right? 5.1 to 7.6, that's almost 3. So almost 6 shots he's taken more per game. But like I said, his percentages have stayed pretty good, pretty much the same. Look at his percentage when it comes to his rookie season and his sophomore year. Obviously, super high, taking a lot less shots, right? 2.5, 4.3, less three pointers, blah, blah. But his attempts have gone up in 2-pointers and 3-pointers. And look at his field goal percentage. It's higher now than it's been the last 2 years, the last 3 years. Once again, I know you're going to go into a sophomore season, 52%, almost 53%, but way less shot attempts, right? Now he's averaging a lot more, and his field goal percentage is at 50%. His 2-point percentage, right? You look at that, 61% on 2-pointers made. It's up, yeah, it's only up about 6 points, 7 points from last year. It's up about only a little bit from 2 years ago or from 3 years ago. Okay, so now we're talking about JJ, the influence he's had, probably just helping him out with his 3-point shot, giving him confidence, giving him pointers. He's shooting, like his shots are a lot longer now. Sometimes he almost shoots from the logo when he's wide open. You can't give him that space because then he'll drive on you. His 2-point shot percentage has gone up. Take a look at the free throw percentages. Look at the free throw attempts. He went from 2 a game to 4, down to 3, up to 5, and now he's at 9 free throw attempts a game. So his shots have gone up by about 5 to 6 per game, and his free throws have gone up by about 4 free throw attempts from last year. So he's got 6 more shots per game, 4 more free throws a game, and you wonder why he's averaging as much points as he's averaging, right? The crazy part is his free throw percentages stay the same, but the crazy part is this is why I talk about culture, and I'm gonna keep this video short. This is culture at its max. This is career development. I always make my videos into something about business because sports really influences the way I see businesses. And hopefully you don't get off, the basketball junkies, the basketball heads. Hopefully you don't get off and stop looking right now or stop watching, because this can go with your business, right? This can go into what you're doing with your business because it's career trajectory, career development at its max. Austin Reaves was an undrafted free agent. He was a Laker fan. He wanted to play for the Lakers. Okay. He got on the Lakers. He wants to stay with the Lakers. The Lakers signed him to a disgustingly cheap deal when it comes to other free agents or other extension eligible players a few years ago. I think Reeves is only getting paid, I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, but about $12 to $13 million a year. They have a steal right now on Austin Reaves, a steal. He's up for a big payday coming up in the next couple seasons. He's up for a huge payday, but he's even said it himself. It's not all about the money, right? He wants to be a part of something, and that's what I think LeBron, all you LeBron haters, I think LeBron started this in 2019. He brought in Anthony Davis. Then you guys are going to say, oh, yeah, well, Clutch Sports. Okay, well, it looks like Pelinka's holding Clutch Sports. He's holding them accountable, right? He's not letting them take over the organization. But at the same time, you can't forget what LeBron has done for the Lakers. He brought them back from the dead. You can say it was Magic Johnson. It was ultimately LeBron's decision to come to the Lakers. And that's where you saw things start to change, right? And I know we're seeing all these articles of insubordination and family, and we're calling the Bus family right now. We're calling them like they are. What's that family's name from that show? I forgot what that show's called. I'll remember it. But I like to keep this raw and uncut, right? So I'm making mistakes. I want you to see that it's raw and it's uncut. It's not edited. But Succession, right? The Roy family. So we're calling them Succession, but still LeBron stayed. Anthony Davis stayed. Then Pelinka was able to trade Anthony Davis for Luka, something I was very sad about. But recently it's come to light that perhaps Anthony Davis was kind of requesting a trade because he didn't want to play center anymore. He wanted to be a power forward with an athletic center playing alongside him the way it was in the beginning of the 2020s with JaVale McGee and with Dwight Howard and how they won the 2020 championship. But that's the culture that LeBron started to build. LeBron came here and he brought a winning culture, a basketball-minded culture to the Lakers. I'm sorry, I don't care what you say. That's what he brought. As soon as LeBron signed, we knew things were going to start changing. And even though we only have one championship and there's been a lot of family dysfunction, LeBron can't control the family. But who's still on the Lakers right now from 2019? LeBron. And the other night, he dropped 29 points the other night, pretty much won us the game in Philadelphia. That's LeBron, man. And he's taking a back seat now to Austin Reaves. He's taking a back seat now to Luka Doncic. So we can talk about, well, Michael Jordan never took a back seat. Kobe never took a back seat. Well, Jordan even says it himself in The Last Dance that he got tired and he needed breaks, right? Because the basketball and all the ads and the acting and all that stuff was getting to him. All the fame was getting to him, and he needed mental breaks, right? Kobe tore his Achilles. Kobe was having an incredible season in 2012, 2013. He was dunking on people left and right. It's disgusting how much people are talking trash about Kobe right now. I feel like it's because he's passed away, because people are forgetting how incredible Kobe was, how driven he was. And I see that in Austin Reaves. That's why they call him Hillbilly Kobe, right? But man, all this stuff, LeBron coming on board, LeBron staying, then JJ Redick coming in, and him being the final piece. It's funny how the last piece was a coach. That should be your first piece. But JJ Redick, they finally found their coach that can probably be their Pat Riley, their Eric Spoelstra, their Red Auerbach, they finally found their guy. And JJ's, it looks like he's gonna be with the Lakers for a long time. I'm thinking Greg Popovich time, like 15 to 20 years. He's the guy. And you can see it with LeBron. LeBron loves playing for JJ. They did a podcast together. Luka loves playing for JJ. He has shootouts with him in practice. But look at Austin Reaves' development. And I'm going to finish this video with something very simple. If you don't know what you're going to do with your career, if you're not doing what you love, that's how you get into it. You put a plan together. Who do you want to play for? What organization do you want to work for? What industry do you want to work for? Where do you want to be in 3 to 4 to 5 years? Where do you want to be in 10 years? I'm not telling you to do a storyboard on all these things. Oh, I want to drive a Ferrari and I want $1 million home. No, I'm talking about real career development. Understanding, where am I going to learn the most? Where do I have the most wiggle room where I can make these changes if I need to make them? Where can I have the most upside to get raises, to get annual raises, to get me to the money that I want to make? But that's the thing. It's all about being a part of that culture that fits, that career development. And that's what Austin Reaves has done. And I implore a lot of you out there that if you're lost and you don't know what you're doing, you hate your job, put a plan together, put a career development plan together. Where you want to be in 5, 10 years? What industry do you want to be in? I want to, like Reaves wanted to play for the Lakers, and he went undrafted to play for the Lakers. And look at the way his career's gone. He went from being LeBron James's guy, because LeBron's always loved him since day one. LeBron's always said he could ball since day one. And then after that, he gets JJ Redick. He improves his three-point shot. Now Luka Doncic, the master, him and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the master of getting to the line, the master of the Euro step, the master of just, getting people to fake and hitting 2-point shots at the free throw line, mid-range game. Austin Reaves has learned from LeBron. He's learned from JJ Redick. Now he's learned how to get to the line from Luka Doncic. He's learned the new type of game that Shai Gilgeous, Luka, Jokic, they all know how to get to the line. They all know how to Euro step. They all know how to wiggle around in the paint, get some really freakish shots off. They're so good at it, and he's learned that aspect too. That's why, even though some of you might not think Austin Reaves is the most athletic player, he's not the most gifted player, it looks like he's really understands what's at the table. It looks like he's taking advantage of the opportunities in front of him. And look what he's done. His game has improved all across the board. He might not be the most athletic freak out there, but his game has improved in every single aspect. It looks like he's learning from the players alongside him and the coaches that he has gone to. And he's proud to be a Laker, and he wants to be a part of that culture, especially now with Mark Walter buying the Lakers. I mean, I'm telling you, man, we're going to see even better things, not just with Reaves, but all across the organization. We're going to see more players like him. All right, that's it, guys. Pick what industry you want to be in, pick what profession you want to be in, and just go after it. But have a plan in place. Align yourselves with an organization and industry that's thriving and people that you can work with, and knock it out. Take care, guys. All right, bye.